Hey, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for more 8-4 Return to Ravnica drafting. I looked into Twitch TV and I'm currently resolving a software issue on my computer, so hopefully still planning on getting that Twitch TV up this week, but I've got to work with a friend and figure out what's wrong with my computer currently. Probably some video card thing or graphics card thing, I don't know. But, alright, let's look at the pack. So we got Cryptborn Horror as our rare. Not terribly exciting. It's actually a fine card. It's just, I don't know if I want to build around... I mean, this pretty much puts you on a high-pressure, creature-dense deck, in my opinion. I've got my eye on Frostburn Weird, because this is good in plenty of different archetypes. It's always good when you're on color with it. And even if you're only half the color, I still think it's fine. Or Explosive Impact. I think I'm just going to go with the Impact. It's a finished spell. It's an excellent removal spell. I like Explosive Impact quite a bit. Frostburn Weird arguably could have been better there, but... Alright, follow-up pick. I think we pretty safely can go Gutter Snipe here. I like this card a lot. And although it is also build around... I don't know, I just think it's really strong. Other options, Augur Spree, which is indeed very good. Augur Spree is a strong card as well, but Gutter Snipe's an uncommon. You don't see it very often, even though I drafted 2 of it in my last draft. It's just, it takes games over. Gutter Snipe is so strong. Alright. Next pick. Well, it's between Cackler and Explosive Impact. And I do like Cackler, but I think I'm just going to go another Impact here. Keeps me... I mean, Cackler would keep me completely red too, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing Rakdos. I mean, it's probably more likely I'd like to go Is It, or something along those lines. Impact's pretty much always good, regardless of whether you're a beatdown deck or a Dirtle deck, so I think that's why I like Impact more than Cackler here. Cackler is a fine card, though. Alright. So now we have some real choices. I think we're just going to go with Splatter Thug, though. It was really between Splatter Thug and, like, Rakdos Key Rune. I guess those were the only 2 I was really considering. But we'll take the Thug. It's a pretty strong 3-drop. Okay, so now we finally have to choose a direction here. So my choices are... It's like Slum Reaper, Launch Party. Maybe that's it. I think I like Launch Party more. It's got better synergy with the Gutter Snipe. I mean, this does put us down a Rakdos direction, but I don't think I have a problem with that. So green goes green-black. I could also pick Guardian here and hedge that I'm going to be going Golgari Rakdos, but I think I'd rather just pick Launch Party here. Just stick with Rakdos at the moment, or pick up a Rakdos, a card that puts me a little closer to Rakdos. Alright, definitely motivated to pick the Jailbreaker here. It's Jailbreaker or Guildgate, and I'd rather pick the Jailbreaker. This guy is a pretty high impact creature. I mean, we're going to need a couple Guildgates to make them work, but I think that is entirely possible. Okay. I guess I feel comfortable going Roustabout here. It's nice that this card can double as both a stall element or an aggro element. It also works really well with auras. Roustabout, admittedly, not like an amazing card, but it's fine. I've played it with success before. Alright. So here it's Dead Reveler versus Instinct, and I tend to believe that Traitorous Instinct goes later than Dead Reveler. Even though currently Traitorous Instinct obviously working better with the Gutter Snipe. I'm just going to take the Dead Reveler, though. At this point, we're pretty committed to just being a nice little Rakdos beatdown deck. Alright, here I'm definitely taking the Deviant Glee over the Dagger Drome Imp. Deviant Glee, just an excellent aura for the Rakdos beatdown deck. Even on a Gutter Snipe. Even though they don't have synergy, works pretty well. I feel pretty comfortable taking a Golgari Key Rune here. In case I end up Rakdos Golgari. Okay, so now it's Terrace Worm versus Essence Backlash. There's also a chance I end up going Is It Rakdos, and I'd probably prefer to go Is It Rakdos over Golgari Rakdos, so I think I'm actually going to take the Backlash over the Worm. If there's any way that I could make Electromancers work in here, that would be really good. They double well with the Gutter Snipe, and they certainly work well with Explosive Impact. Okay, Skullrend versus Terrace Worm. I think I'm actually going to go Skullrend here. We don't have a 5-drop. We've got the Gutter Snipe. I always undervalue Skullrend, and I think it's actually a little bit better than I've given it credit for. I mean, it's certainly a main deckable card, but I mean it's easily replaceable as well. But I think it's more playable than I think I originally thought it was. Okay, I guess we'll go Rhino. Always surprised to see Rhino go so late. It's such a, I guess, weak-looking card on the surface, but it certainly does a lot of work. All right, so far we're on a good track. I like where we're at. Got our Rakdos shell going, and just sort of, oh man, Trust Annie. Wish I could take that. Unfortunately, I think we have to take a Sewer Shambler instead. Not that I'm horribly upset with that, because I actually like Sewer Shambler quite a bit, but passing Trustani does not make me happy. Okay, here, pretty clear Chainwalker pick. Yep, it's between that or Sewer Shambler, but we'll just take the Chainwalker. He's a good beater, and we're in need of some more aggressive 2-drops. So we're still currently juggling between Golgari or Is It as our third or our second guild that we'll be playing. Alright, so picks here between another Jailbreaker. We've also got Golgari Charm. Or is it Guildgate? I mean, I do want this gate and I want the Jailbreaker. I guess I'm not sure if I'm Is It yet, so I'd prefer to take the Jailbreaker. But once I have 2 Jailbreakers, after I pick this one up, I can start just grabbing up Guildgates, I think. Feel pretty comfortable doing that. Nothing else super wowing me in here. I guess Long Legs is pretty good too, but whatever. Oh my god, Chaos Imps. It's too bad actually that both Annihilating Fire and Teleportal are in this pack as well. Both of those cards I'd be very happy to get as well, but we're happy to take Chaos Imps. This card is very, very strong. Very strong. Alright, so Launch Party versus Lobber Crew. I think we just go Lobber Crew. It's a pretty important card in the Rakdos strategy. I like it more than Shred Freak as well. Shred Freak's fine and all. It's another 2-drop too, but I'm never like super impressed by it. Alright, Electromancer, which I really would like to play, but I think we gotta pick up this Guildgate at this point. Also another Lobber Crew too, I guess. Maybe I want another Lobber Crew? Kind of want to pick up this Guildgate just so I can make sure I can turn my Jailbreakers on. Plus it opens me up for more Is It spells. I don't really have all that many. But I do like Electromancer with Gutter Snipe. I'm not exactly sure actually, it's kind of a tough pick. I think I'm going to go Guildgate this time, just to make sure I have a couple for my Jailbreakers. It's pretty important. Okay, here I guess we go Imp now. We've got the Sewer Shambler. There's a chance we get maybe 1 or 2 more scavenge cards. Alright, Roustabout versus Traitorous Instinct. I think we want at least 1 Traitorous Instinct, and Roustabout is never like super amazing anyway. Alright, I think we just pick Racketeer here. Bellows Lizard versus Worldspine Worm, picking up a mythic. I mean, it's possible I play the Lizard. Guess I'd rather just get the mythic. I'd prefer not to play Lizard, honestly. We'll take Inspiration here. I'll take a Cobble Brute over a Courier. I mean, we are getting a ton of 4-drops, but it's not a big deal. Alright, got a Lizard anyway. Stag, sure. Alright, I think at this point, let's just start hiding some green cards. I don't think that's going to work for me anymore. Ooh, well, pretty clear Mizium Mortars pick here. This pack also has Frostburn Weird, Teleportal, Launch Party, Spawn. All of those are on color and good, but we're clearly taking Mortars, which is dirty good. We can go Slitherhead, or just grab up an Abrupt Decay for value. I don't think I really care about Slitherhead all that much. An Action Injunction, nah. I mean, we may not even need blue. I might just run the Guildgate to trigger my Jailbreakers. But I think I'm going to play, or not play, but pick Abrupt Decay. Just get like a ticket. I mean, I guess arguably I should have picked the Trustani because I think it's worth like 2 tickets. And I'm, oh, well, past it. Oh my god, wow. Unfortunately, the Dreadbore and the Bloodfray Giant are in the same pack. And Splatter Thug. All these good Rakdos cards. I think I am going to take the Dreadbore. Get another. Having Mizium Mortars, Dreadbore. I mean, that's just too ridiculous. I love Bloodfray Giant, but we're already kind of good on 4-drops. I'll definitely admit that my 4-drops are worse than Bloodfray Giant. But Dreadbore is a pretty hard piece of removal. It is sorcery speed, but it also works with our Gutter Snipe. It's probably worth a ticket or 2. I'd still like to fill out my 2-drop slot a little bit more, so it'd be nice if I saw another Chainwalker. Even another Roustabout would be fine too. Hellkite, not so much. I think we just go Guildgate here. I do like Shred Freak at this time because I just said I needed a 2-drop, but Shred Freak's one of my least favorite Rakdos spells, and it's just so bad late, I think. I mean, it's okay. It actually is an okay card, but we're going to take the Guildgate just to make sure that we can make these Jailbreakers consistently be online. Swinging for 4. Alright. Easily the Annihilating Fire here. Alright. Doing another Guildgate. Making our Jailbreakers even more consistent. Kraz the Guild Mage going this late is very surprising, but I'm going to live with it. It appears that the blue splash is going to be unnecessary, so we can just cut Inspiration and Backlash. And now it appears that we can cut the Guildgate too, because I can just pick this 3rd Rakdos Guildgate and probably just run 3 Guildgates that actually help fix my mana. Well, one thing's for sure, when you're 2 color and you have 3 Guildgates on color, you should be well fixed most of the time. This deck looks very strong, by the way, if you couldn't tell already. Alright, easily taking Dynacharge here. Foil Jared's Orders is pretty, but Dynacharge is actually pretty playable in here. Alright, would I rather have Artifact Destruction, or would I rather have Spawn? I think I like Spawn more, put more pressure. I mean, this is cool that it has, but I mean, 2 extra damage. I guess it's the same toughness, but no, I'd rather have good pressure. Cremate for Scavenge, but I don't particularly like that. It's probably still more useful than Survey the Wreckage for sideboard. That's arguable, I guess. I don't really know. Another Cobble Brute. Not looking like I need that. Perilous Shadow is a mana sink, which I don't have. I guess I can take Perilous Shadow. I mean, it is a good card. I don't really care about any of these. Guess I'll take Grizzly Salvage. Second Perilous Shadow doesn't seem very good, nor does a second Skullrend. I guess a Perilous Shadow is probably a better card. And Shrieking Affliction, why not? Alright, so good news, we got a bunch of good cards. So our deck is good. We have 3 Rakdos rares. I guess Mizium Mortars is it rare, isn't it? But that's okay. It's still on color. For now, let's put the Lizard in. Let's get Dynacharge, this stuff. Let's put 1 Shadow in. Get those Jailbreakers, Launch Party, Shambler, Reveler, Roustabout, Imp. Still want to do Deviant Glee, definitely Dreadbore, Spawn. Could probably skip on the Skullrend now. Alright, this is 25 cards. It's a decent amount of 4-drops, but 16 creatures. Probably cut the Lizard. I mean, I'm never like thrilled to play that card. And then it's between Imp, which is good with Glee, good with Sewer Shambler, good with anything else. Dynacharge. So it's Imp versus like Cobble Brute. I guess I have enough 4-drops. I don't want to get clunked up too much, especially since I've got the triple. I've already got the triple Guildgate I'm going to be running. Alright, well, I'm actually kind of happy we got 3 Rakdos Guildgate. That's pretty well fixed for a 2-color deck. This is still a 17 land deck because I got the Perilous Shadow mana sink, and actually having 5 4-drops and 3 6-drops is a little bit mana intensive. We also have Racketeer for filtering, so I think that's right. How many spells do I have for this Gutter Snipe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good. This deck definitely would have liked another Gutter Snipe, but I'm happy with where we're at. Actually, Lobber Crew looks I mean, Lobber Crew's never weak because it always pings, but it looks weaker than it usually is in here because we surprisingly only have 2 multicolor spells. Why don't we sort by color? Take a look at. We got some more red than black slightly, but we can probably just do an even split. Yeah, with the 3 Guildgate, let's just do an even split. I think I'm cool with that. Alright, well, our mana's good, our deck looks pretty good. Let's give this a try. I'll see you round 1.